But then I wanted something to put it in because you know, you gotta romanticize everything, baby. All I need is coffee and mascara. This was the last one that was left, and this is an SPF 30. Snow is coming down. Okay, so it does have a smell. Thank you. You too. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. I hope y'all have been doing well. I hope your week was a good week. Listen, if you are new here, welcome. Welcome to all. Like it's like 55 million. Let me fix this camera. Hold up. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am TJ Niquay. If again you are new here, I'm TJ Niquay, and over here we talk about all things lifestyle, coffee, food, grocery shopping, chit chats, um, grocery hauls, skincare, taking care of yourself, the middle aged woman, perimenopause, and I do a lot of yapping about my experience when my daughter got seriously injured and how there are definitely disparities in the healthcare system. There is definitely a gap. Not sure if that will ever change amongst us black and brown people. You know, we have to just open our mouths when it comes to your loved ones, family members, friends, all of that. You have to be cognizant of, you know, the microaggressions in the healthcare system from people who think you're not supposed to have certain things or that you're not deserving of being taken care of. So those are kind of like the things that I talk about over here on my channel. I've already done two two parts to where talking about, you know, my experience and what I've experienced with my daughter. And definitely there are a lot of moving parts to that conversation. And yeah, so that's what we talk about over here right now. Though I'm having my coffee, I got a few things in from Amazon that I wanted to share because it was due time for a new diffuser hair dryer. I want to eventually pick up the pattern dryer, but I'm gonna see how this one works for us first. And then I did get some hygiene items as well in from Amazon. So let me take a sip of this coffee, and this is one of my favorite mugs. One of my favorite ones. It's just so pink. It's just really a really pretty pink. Pink is not my color, but this is very, very pretty. All I need is coffee and mascara, baby. That's good. That's real good. Personal care items. Okay, I have not used powder. Let me see. I've never been a powder woman, girl, lady, young woman. I was watching, and I'm going to put the name on the screen because she gives really good hygiene tips for the season that we are in right now. And also, like, if you are a millennial, like a younger millennial, closer to like the early 90s, right? I feel like some things that us women in our 40s talk about to start doing that, you can incorporate those things as well, right? And she talked about this Burt's Bees dusting powder. Of course, it's talc free, right? For sweat and to keep you dry in all of those creases, underneath the boobs, your feet, in between here, things like that. And so I ordered it immediately from Amazon. It doesn't have a scent. I don't know if it does. I have not opened it yet. I don't think that it does. But then I wanted something to put it in because, you got to romanticize everything, baby. You got to romanticize all parts of your life, honey. I'm so glad that we have come to this day and age where we just romanticize everything we do. And then I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, I have a dish like this, but not like this. So it has the dusting puffs. And it's a pretty little dish here. I do have something like this. Come to think of it. You know what? Look, but I took this from my mom. I keep this by my sink because when we wash our hands or like when I'm cooking, I take off my bracelets and stuff and I put my wedding rings in here. So I keep this one by the sink. But I knew it has this. Ain't it cute? So just put it in there. Dust yourself off. Okay, so it does have a smell, but it's a fresh smell, like a baby smell. Okay, that's cool. Another hygiene product she talked about was this Dettol soap. Okay, so they have a body wash as well, but I didn't see the antibacterial body wash. I didn't see the antibacterial like the body wash. So I got the soap and we talked about the Dove antibacterial body wash, and that stuff is amazing. It works. It's really good. I really like it. Then this hair dryer, Wavy Talk. I have to wash my hair again. I'll be in the house. I was supposed to go out today, but I didn't feel like it. Because I don't want to deal with those people being crazy about the snow. And I don't need any food anyway because I did just do grocery shopping. I'll probably pick up some milk or something like that. But other than that, I don't need any food. Okay, so this is the dryer. It looks like, the little short dryers that they have. And it's Wavy Talk. Then they had, I want to say like a rose gold or something with like a blue or a black with a blue. I don't know. I can't remember, but this is it. This smoothing attachment, the diffuser attachment, which is what I wanted. This diffuser attachment, and then also the comb, which is we rarely use the comb because I picked up the brush, the blow dry brush as well recently, the Conair one or Revlon. But yeah, so it came with those 3 attachments. And then I did see that Black Girl Sunscreen had a sunscreen stick, and I like to use the sunscreen sticks, especially since the weather is about to break and get warmer, and I don't want to feel like I'm greasy with the liquid like sunscreen. So I do like to use the sunscreen sticks. I'm probably late to the game with this, but I remember when Black Girl Sunscreen first came out, there was an issue with the top or the pump or something like that, and everyone was complaining, and then you would DM them and then they would not respond, I guess because it was so overwhelming. And it's like, gosh, y'all, give them grace. And look, y'all. One thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna lie, because I was one of those people like, so you're not going to respond. This is bad for business. But they were new, it's overwhelming. So give them grace. And guess what? They got it together. And so my daughter started using it first, because at first I was like, oh, I don't like it. But then she started using it, and then I was like, oh, okay. So this was the last one that was left. And this is a SPF 30. And yeah. And I like it. I used it once, and just to see like what it feels like, was I glowy? I definitely was dewy and glowy. And I like that about this. And yeah, so I only used it one time, so I can't really say, oh, it's so great, because that'll be fake. Okay, so I don't know. I was supposed to go out to Costco and pick up like stuff for the house, garbage bags. But listen, I have some stuff. I can make it until Wednesday. Okay? I can make it to Wednesday. So I'm not even pressed. This is going to be a home vlog. So I have to juice. And I think I'm going to make that baked red snapper. And I'm going to do my green seasoning. And then, we'll figure it out as we go along. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to have a seat. I need to journal, because I have not done that this morning today. What time is it? Almost 12 noon. And yeah, so I'll check back in with y'all in a little bit. Y'all are not going to believe that these people are talking about 6 to 12 inches of some more snow. Like, this cannot be real. It can't be real. As I stand here today, right, the snow just melted from 2 to 3. How long ago was that? 2 weeks ago, the snow just melted. We had some rain yesterday into like the night, last night. It wasn't cold at all. It was a fairly good temperature. Like, we just started seeing grass, and now they're talking about, and then they got a nerve to be saying blizzard-like conditions. Wind blowing sideways, like for real. I keep checking it to see if it's going to move or go the other way or do something else. And it's still saying winter advisory. Now, I can't. I can't. I cannot even stand it, okay? Just because it was so much snow, y'all. And I mean, it just melted. And they're talking about some more snow. I can't believe it.
Handwritten love letters, combos and quality time. Baby, it's something about the way you move that keeps me swooning for you. You make me feel like we stepped off a movie set. You can bet we got that gonna last. So if they ask, just say it's retro love. And if you feel what I feel, you the lover for real. Say let me hear you sing. Yeah. Now I'ma throw it back on you. Call us mom and dad for the night. Well, alright. Tell you, baby, it's something about the way, yeah, that keeps me swooning for you. You don't text me no WID. You pull up on me, baby, with a bouquet in hand. That's retro. He said he gon' build me a big brick house with a white picket fence. Got me blushing while we cuddling the name of our kids. That's retro. That's retro. It's like we stepped off a movie set. You can bet we got that retro love. Yeah. And ain't no doubt this is gonna last. So if they ask, just say it's retro love.
Happy snowy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. So it has started to snow. I just came out of Walgreens. I was looking for they are the only ones that is close to me that sells the eternal water, like in the gallon size. So it's funny because they didn't have it where they usually have it at. And I was going to do a pickup order last night, right? But I didn't do it. But it did say that the store had it. So I'm going down all the aisles, and then I see all these boxes. And I was like, you know what? Is this the one? I'm like opening up the boxes. And I thought about that time when the Dollar Tree had the pomegranate stems a long time ago. And I was in the Dollar Tree looking for them, opening up their boxes. And a man got mad at me because he thought I worked there. And he was like, excuse me, miss, can you help me find whatever it is? And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't work here. And he was like, well, you're opening up their shit like you do. It's like, yo, this old man, he got me. I couldn't do nothing but laugh because he was an older man. And he just walked away. And I wanted to say, what are you looking for? Let me help you, because I frequent Dollar Tree, right? But I was just like, that was too funny to me. And I just had to laugh at myself in that aisle just now. But I ended up finding the water because it was indeed in boxes. Okay. So listen, you got to get what you want. Okay. And you got to find it. Just because it's not in the place where you normally will find something does not mean that it is not there. Okay. Lesson of the day. You have to go finding. And I found it. But anyway, so the only thing is they didn't have my coffee creamer. So I'm going to go real quick to Target to get this coffee creamer. I'm scared that they don't have it in a grocery store. So it's one-stop shopping for me. But it's now coming down pretty good right now, but the ground is wet and it's not that cold, so it's not doing any sticking right now. But we are expected to get another 12 to 18 inches, so it is very much true, I guess. How crowded it is in here right now. Hopefully they have a good floral selection, maybe. I hope so. snow is coming down. So I still had food left from yesterday, or I ended up not eating my salad that I made yesterday. So that's what I'm doing now. I don't know what else I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I'll probably go upstairs and maybe do some journaling. I'll probably wait till tomorrow to do my flowers. The snow has started to stick on the trees. Um I'm about to turn to the weather to see if it's still like saying 12 to 18 inches, because that's crazy. That is crazy, y'all. That's so crazy. I'm just like, this can't be for real. Be so for real right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my leftovers from yesterday. That's what I'm about to do.